Hey, Claire Joy and Lisa Kleckner. Y'all jumped right in there, didn't you? Oh, wow. I might should put my. Where my jacket? Yeah, I can't. I can't. Hold on just a minute, guys. What did I do with my. I think that's it. I'm having. I think I'm gonna have to put my jacket on. It's cold in here. Who else is here? Hey, Manuela and Lisa and Claire Joy. And you know what, folks? I've learned how to put my jacket on myself. I have to turn it upside down and stick my arms in. I'm cold. My daughter keeps this place real cool. Hold on. You're going to see how I put my coat on. I've got it turned upside down. I stick my arms in and dance because I can't raise my arms. Hey, Jay.
Yes.
Pull my coat over. Pull it over. Pull it over. Pull it over. There we go. All right. Now, okay. I just can't get my arms raised up, folks, and get my hat on. Well, now you know how I get my coat on. Sometimes I can get it pulled over my head by myself, but my arms is hurting right now. And all this is because of, hey, Canadian girl, and P, how y'all all doing? She keeps it real cool. Now, when she goes to work tonight, I turn up the heat. I turn up the heat. Guys, you know, nobody can run from the truth. Who are you? I never seen that before. Oh, nobody can run from the truth. Are you? Are you new, my friend? Oh, anyway. Who's a troll? Nobody can run from the truth. Are you a subscriber? I don't. It's my mom. Well, that didn't tell me much. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I've had, ever since that incident I had with this kid the other day, that I wound up punching him in the mouth. I guess he thought I was totally defensive. Well, I was in a way, but I smacked that sucker. Look at my knuckle. he was trying to look in my billfold. I have a billfold that's chained to my handlebars on my scooter, and he walked up in front of me and put his hands on the front of my scooter, and I almost run over him, and I stopped. And then he was really smart mouthing, and he was really threatening, you know, and he was about 14 or 15, a pretty big boy. And and then he picked up my billfold, and I told him to put that down, and he didn't put it down. So at that point, I was feeling really threatened. And this is my weak arm, my weakest arm. My right arm's the strongest, but this is my weakest arm. But that was the closest to him, and I punched that sucker in the mouth. I think I hit his teeth because it hurt my knuckles. But you can see the little bruises there. And boy, when I did that, he let go and he took off in a dead run. So I imagine he's got a fat lip. But a lot of you were telling me when I put it in my video, it happened, let's see, this is Saturday, Friday, Thursday. It happened Wednesday, I think. But a lot of you were saying, well, I need to report that to the police and everything. And then I was going to do it and was talking to my daughter about it, and she said I wouldn't do that. And I'm like, why? You know, she said, well, you're an adult and he's a minor, and he may go home and tell his parents or somebody that an old man in a scooter attacked him or something. So, yeah, I got a good look at him. I could pick him out now, but of course, my camera wasn't recording. I had my camera, but I had just turned it off when that happened. I try to save my battery. My batteries don't last too long on that GoPro. So I decided not to do it, but I don't think if he did call the police, I don't think it would hold water if he said I did attack him, because I mean I can't get up and walk off, you know, and but he was trying to go through my billfold hanging there, and at first he thought he'd just pull it and it'd come off, and of course it would. It's on a chain. But you know, now when we first got this house that we just moved into, we had moved some stuff in, and somebody come in overnight and stole everything we had brought in. And it was all, of course, in boxes and stuff. And there was a lot of it. And she had just, my daughter just bought a bunch of cleaning supplies and stuff, and all that was sitting in there. And somebody come in. Yeah, elder abuse, I guess it is a felony, you know. But with that stuff getting stole from us right off the bat, and my daughter didn't even report that to the police. And then this happened with this kid. And let me say this before I say what I'm going to say next. I try not to judge a book by the cover. But I've seen some people, a couple of people, individuals walking by that was, to me, questionable about just say they didn't look like they belong here. So I'm questioning now about this whole thing about this neighborhood. And now I'm even thinking about, of course, I can't afford it right now. I'm thinking about going and buying a pistol. I used to have one, but my daughter didn't like it around, and my oldest grandson, the one with cerebral palsy, he freaks out when he sees that stuff. I had a 45 caliber pistol that it just drove him up the wall that I had it. So I don't know where it would be a smart move for me to get a handgun. I'm not licensed to carry, but I would carry it. Back when I had my businesses and everything, and doing, taking deposits at night to the bank, from my day's revenue from the day at work, I used to carry a gun. And matter of fact, one time, it was a Sunday morning, and I had to go into the shop for something. And when I go over where the shop was at, I always carried the gun. And some guy come across the parking. I had stopped at the Hardee's to get steak and egg biscuit. And the Hardee's wasn't open for some reason. And this guy come across the parking lot. And, "Hey, Petite, how you doing, dear? You're not doing enough videos, baby. I'm checking your stuff, but you don't put up enough videos to suit me. I like to see more. Thank you so much for that donation there, Petite Fireball." But the guy pulled out a gun, and I had already looked suspicious. I had already had some suspicions that something wasn't right. And I had reached in my back pocket, and had my hand on the gun. And just as he pulled his out, I almost in a flash pulled mine out. And then he called me, "You son of a bitch." And I said, "Well, right back at you, my friend." And that was the end of that. So I'm not as suspicious about people like I used to be, because I try not to, like I say, judge a book by the cover. But hey, Willow. Well, this neighborhood, Cindy, is not. There's good people here. I've already met some. But it's just a couple of blocks away from a real old trailer park. Matter of fact, I'll go in there and do a video of it. I've been in there a couple of times already. Maybe it's not smart to even go in there. But there's about 20 trailers in there, and they're old trailers. Hey, Scrapping Cat, Crash. I still want to say Cash. But anyway, the guy got a fat lip. I got some bruised knuckles. And I guess the adrenaline was running then, because all of a sudden now I don't have the strength to do nothing right now. But boy, when I decided to take a swing at him, all of a sudden I had strength. And I got him. I clipped him good. But him being a minor, that concerned me. But you know what? They got teenagers along that age doing bad things all along. And I'm starting to wonder about this neighborhood. But we're locked into this neighborhood now for a year. We had to sign a lease. Or was it 6 months? No. I think she only will let you sign for 6 months at a time. In case she gets a bad renter in one of her places, she don't have to wait a year to refuse the lease. I'm somewhere else at the moment, but nonetheless, we are all trying to hope for better opportunities in this life that seems to spiral out of control. Just relax and believe. That makes sense. Well, the adrenaline was definitely pumping that day. He was a pretty big boy. Looked like he was close to 6 foot, but I could tell he was just a teenager. I don't even think he was shaving yet. Well, it kind of made me nervous after I did it, but he didn't stick around once I connected. He didn't stick around. But guys, I'm doing my exercise every day. Well, I'm fixing to step up my exercise, especially on my weak arms. And matter of fact, I'm doing a video tomorrow. It won't be up tomorrow. It'll be up Monday. That I'm using my what do you call them? Hold on. These stretchy things, you know, that you exercise with, I've got a whole assortment of them things, and I'm going to rig them up on the deck out there. And I'm going to start exercising them arms and rig it up to where I can exercise this left leg. Because this left leg is what's I got to get this leg straight, and I'm going. My daughter's gonna take me over to VA. Yeah, resistance bands. Well, hey, health nuts, Christy. Long time no see. I think not. I just had a private live chat with Crazy Family Tube at 3 o'clock today. Enjoyed it. Got to talk to Rianne and Marty. And check out Crazy Family Tube's video they put up this morning. I can't believe the food this man is finding at some of these dumpsters. And Sam's Club up there has their trash compactor is out of commission, so they got a roll-up dumpster out there, or a dumpster, and he's been hitting that, and they pulled out. Well, just go look. You'll be in awe of what was coming out of there. Gee whiz. And most of that stuff he gives to some kind of a food I'm sitting here. Oh man, yeah, go check out that video. And somebody else I've been watching a lot here, My Precarious Life Food Bank. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. My mind is not all that great anymore. It used to didn't be that bad. Yeah, Crazy Family Tube's in Michigan, and they're kind of my adopted well, all of you are if you want to be my adopted grandbabies, grandkids. And a lot of people call me Poppy. I'm Junk Dauber. But most people call me Poppy. And let me say again, guys, anybody that wants to have a private live chat with me, if you'll just let me know, send me a message to junkdauber@gmail.com, and I'll set it up on my live stream, and I'll have it at any time of the day or night that you want to have it. I'm available. Not that it's so great to get to talk to me one-on-one, but I love talking to my subscribers. And since I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, I've got a 1,200 or something, but I've only got about 100 that watch my video. 100, 150 sometimes. But I love talking to you one-on-one, you know, and when I do that, I'm not getting nosy in your life or something, but you know, I like to know things like, well, hey, what do you do? What kind of work do you do? You got kids, you know, and I like to know you. And on the other hand, you can ask things about me, you know, if you're inclined to want to know. And yeah, Christy just did hers. We had a live stream, and I'm so fond of Crazy Family Tube because they did a thing about me a good while back, and uh, and a lot of their subscribers saw that and they subscribed to my channel. I got over 300 subscribers from them, and some of them are wonderful people. They, I can't, this Crazy Family's channel, yeah, that's what it is. But I just love doing those private chats, guys. I really do, but I don't have nobody jumping up. Now, I've talked to several of you already, you know, and I've got some I want to talk to again. I don't see America, and I don't see Fantab or Mary Beth. Not saying they're not there, they might be there. But anyway, I'm trying to start going after this exercising more. I swear I hate to think I'm going to be relegated to this wheelchair from now on. I want to get out of it so bad, and I get so I don't know if it's sad or upset when I look at people like Marty, you know, doing his dumpster diving, and I hadn't dumpster dived in a long time, but at least before I got that COVID-19, I was able to get out. Well, I went out just about every day on my scooter in the neighborhood that we used to live in, that we just moved from. And I was finding stuff. I was doing cans, and I was doing. Hey, you got it, Petite. You just send me email to junkdobber@gmail.com and tell me when's the best time for you, and I'll set it up on my thing, and I'll really look forward to talking with you and Captain Terry. I can't remember his name. You got to enlighten me on that, Petite. Yeah, I would love to talk to you. Matter of fact, there's a lot of things I want to ask you that I hadn't discovered by watching your channel. And sorry if I missed a comment here and there. It hurts my. Oh, okay. Yeah, Marty's got a sore neck. He's 45. You need DDP yoga, Russell. geared to those with multiple medical issues, mobility issues. What is that? DDP Yoga. Huh. I'll look that up. I'll see you. You leaving too, Petite? Okay. That's interesting. But I get so upset when I see them and like Ben been living with Big B. Hope I remembered that right. I like watching him. Matter of fact, Crazy Family Tube did a guest thing with him the other day, 3 or 4 days ago. Might want to go check that out. Okay, dear, you just let me know when you want to do it, and I'll set it up on my end. Okay, I can look on YouTube and see that then. Yeah, he's from Australia, and it's summertime down there now. Hard for me to get my head wrapped around that. I basically know why their seasons are just the opposite of ours, but it still seems strange. But I'm working real hard on this, guys. I guess 75% of my, probably 80% of my time is in this wheelchair. And that tends to cut the circulation off in my legs, especially my left leg. Because when I get up in the morning, I go make coffee, and I have to stand up to make the coffee and everything, and I have to stand up if I'm cooking something in the microwave. And if I have to pee, I have to stand up to do that. I can't use the commode in the bathroom yet. I have to use the urinals, and I have to stand up and do that. And I have to stand up to get in to park my wheelchair, and then I lock it. Then I stand up, use the walker to walk over to my bed and stand up and all that stuff. I have to stand up when I get out of bed. So I'm standing up quite a bit. So that's some exercise. But I'm going to get these, what did you call that? That exercise band. I'm going to hook them up out there on the deck and use them. But yeah, I would appreciate anybody that wants to do a live stream with me. A private. When I say it's private unless you. And if you say no, publish it, I will. But unless you tell me to publish it, it won't get published. So we can talk about anything that you want to talk about. And yeah, he does donate a lot of stuff, Manuel. He sure does. Resistance bands. I can't remember that. Save my soul. But another sip of coffee. And coffee doesn't keep me up at night. And I hardly ever go to bed before about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Last night I didn't go to bed till 1 o'clock. Expander. Well, Cindy, me and my brothers, there was 5 of us, but it was just me and my brother George and my brother Michael back in the late 40s and early 50s. There was a ditch that we used to go to. It wasn't even supposed to be over there, and we would see who could pee the furthest across that ditch. And my sister, she's a year younger than me. She'd try to pee across that ditch too. Standing up. She'll deny it if there's anybody around. And then when there's nobody around, why do you have to bring that up? Oh, poor old Snooky. That was her nickname, Snooks. Snooks or Snooky. I put that far back under your. No, I don't need the ladies anymore. No, yeah, we got problems with somebody peeing on the seat now. My youngest grandson. He's bad about that. Okay, Sandy. I can imagine that. Oh, no, I don't need. I mean, I love my lady friends, but I'm one of these fellers. I'm married for life, even though she's gone. I just still feel married, and that's. I got in trouble a while back. I went out with this lady after my wife passed away. I went out with her a few times. I had dinner over at her house a few times, and I broke it off. But I didn't bother to explain to the lady why I broke it off. And I decided one day I was going to go back over there and try to explain to her why, because she was getting serious. And she wasn't there, but her daughter drove up just as I was getting back in my car. and she chewed me up one side and down the other because I'm broke her mama's heart, she said. And I, I, I said, well, I'm here now. I want to explain to her why it went down like it did. I didn't feel married. I didn't feel right even going out with any other woman. And the daughter kind of understood it, I guess. Uh, but I just do, you know. Hey, spaceman. Uh, I just, I just, how the heck can you pee like a man? Uh, oh shit! Oh my goodness! Oh. That's not gross, space man. That's it's comical. Oh crap! How did we get off on that? Oh Lord. Um, I'm going to get my daughter to take me to town Monday night. She don't work on Mondays and Tuesdays. I want to go to the town square and make a video because they always really have some fantabulous uh, decorations and stuff up. I mean, just beautiful. Well, levitate. Oh my goodness. You listening to all this, Christy? Oh, oh, I guess I've got my chuckle for today for the next 2 or 3 days. Oh, goodness. Oh, by the way, Christy, I just went and looked at your Health Nuts video and I got to see you working out. And you're killing it, girl. Go look at Christy's Health Nuts channel. She's got one of her doing her exercise at the gym, and uh, she's in good shape. I wished I could do all that, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, Lord. I got to fix. I got to fix my supper for my baby boy tonight, and in the process of moving and everything and cleaning out the big freezer, we didn't keep the big freezer. We got a smaller freezer that somebody gave us, and we found some ribeye steaks in the freezer that we didn't know it was in the bottom. So that means they're probably over 6 months old, but they've been froze. So my daughter pulled out a couple. My oldest grandson don't won't eat steak, And my daughter doesn't want any tonight, but she laid out 2 of them, one for me and one for my baby grandson. He loves them. And me, I don't like nothing on my steak but salt and pepper. But everybody else in this house, they like A1 or some kind of steak sauce on it. I don't. I love steak just the way it is, just the way it tastes when it's grilled up or fried up. I love it like that, but I don't flavor my steak with nothing. I like steak flavor without all the flavoring added to it. That's what I call it anyway. Oh, yeah, I was perplexed. Oh my goodness. But I'm making a video of the town square for Monday night. And there's a couple of places, one's down the street. And I think, now one of my videos I just put up like recently shows a log truck full of logs on this property, and there's a big building there. I think that guy's got a sawmill in there. I think he saws up wood, lumber, and I'm trying real hard to meet him, and I would love to get in there when he's running that, if he's got one. He's got to have, because he's got a lot of lumber in a shed there. And then that log truck sitting there with a bunch of logs on it. And he's on my to-do list. He's on my to-do list I want to meet. I met the people across the street from me that I ain't figured out. He's got like 4 or 5 RVs in there, a boat, and a couple of pickup trucks and a car. And I don't know who the lady is, but she uses a scooter. And I've seen her out in the yard. And I was on my scooter and I went running over to meet her, boy. And just as I was pulling up, she throws on a mask, which, hey, that's cool. That's what she should do. But unfortunately, I didn't have mine. But I talked to her. She didn't. She had a couple of dogs with her too, and she was switching them. They was coming running up to me and getting on my scooter and everything, and she was switching them off the scooter. So she didn't seem too friendly, but I'll work on that. But I want to get to know the man, and I would like to know why he's got so many vehicles in there. I've got a nose problem. I'm not wanting to stick my nose in their business. I'm curious. I'm curious. Christian, but I'm done so well. Please send him my compliments for his weight loss and the not seen exercise. Who needs physical therapy? Alan? He might. I'm trying to Wet snow, rainy and cold around my parts. Small nor'easter going on. How about y'all? Well, it's cool. It's down in the 50s. And that's cold for me. Your heat's out? That's not good, Cindy. Bewitched. I haven't seen that in a while. But you know, Elizabeth Montgomery that played Samantha on, was it Bewitched? No, what was the name of that? Was it Bewitched? I can't even remember that now. And good Lord, Christy, I didn't know Alan weighed 273 pounds. That's my weight, or was my weight. Wow. Spaceman Dudley, you weigh... Are you saying you weigh about 300 pounds? I'll tell you what, when I hit 289, that's when I started cutting back on some stuff and losing some of that weight. I'm not sure. I think I weigh about 260 now. I'm not sure. It's easy to put it on, guys, but tough to get it off. And to think when I went in the Army, I weighed 165 pounds. When I got out of the Army, I weighed about 190. And when I got married, my weight started going up. She fed me. I use a very light blanket, but sometimes now other night it got so cold it got down to 48 in here in the house. I didn't know it was that cold, but it was 41 outside. And I sat up in the bed and I grabbed this jacket and I put it on. I struggled to get it on. As you can see at the first part of this video, how I put this thing on. And I had the hood pulled up over my head and the blanket on me. So I'm really cold-natured now. I don't know why. And I used to love the cold. Matter of fact, when that year and a half I worked at Walmart after I retired, I was trying real hard to get transferred into the dairy department because most of your work you're doing inside behind them glass doors. You're back in there where it's cool. And I love working in there. And I didn't wear a jacket. I got to work in there a few times, you know, when they were short in there. And yeah, he might need a little therapy with that, Christy. And I thought I noticed him not being able to stand straight. But that's kind of like my next door neighbor's son that's got cerebral palsy. He can't stand straight. Oh. Anyway, guys, I reckon I've run my mouth long enough. I got to go in there and cook 2 steaks, one for me and one for my baby grandson, and then watch him run it by putting that steak sauce on there. I don't like it. I guess it's alright if you like it, but I sure don't like that stuff on my stuff. I don't, and something else, I love French fries, but you won't see me dipping my fries in ketchup. I love French fries for French fries. I don't like to flavor them up with something. And if I'm eating barbecue, when they give me my barbecue, like I'm getting it at a restaurant or something, or Jennifer's fixing it, serve it to me with no sauce, and let me add just the right amount I want, which is very little. I don't like ribs with sauce on them. I rather have just plain old baked or grilled ribs and don't put no sauce on them. Let me add what I want on them. I don't know why. I just don't like sauces on nothing. But that's just me. Everybody's different. But by the way, that last video that Crazy Family put up, he got some lamb chops, and y'all know that stuff's expensive. And Christy's never had lamb chops because it was too expensive. So they got these lamb chops, got 2 packages of them. So like I told her, the price is right. So let's see how good they are, because I've never had them either. I'd like to know what they taste like, but I'm not going to pay no $20 or $30 just to have a lamb chop. Different strokes for different folks. You got that right. Everybody's different in some way. Nobody's the same exactly. Oh, Lordy. Well, guys, bison in the freezer. I've never had bison either. I don't know that I would like bison. I don't like venison. I used to eat squirrel and rabbit because back home, the town the part of North Carolina I was born in, they'd make something called Brunswick stew. And Brunswick stew, everybody's got their own version these days of that. But Brunswick stew, here's what's in that: corn, tomatoes, squirrel, rabbit, beef, pork, chicken. All of that's in that concoction. And there's beans, there's green beans and stuff. It's a stew, but it's got all those different meats in it. And up in Virginia, a lot of counties there, the fire department would have a sale. They would get out and fix a large, big old pot. I mean, a big kettle, and making Brunswick stew, and they'd sell it by the quart. I don't know if they still do that or not. But I remember at the family reunions, my grandparents would have a big old kettle out there making Brunswick stew for the dinner. And they had a wood fire under the kettle and all that stuff, making that stuff. That's some fond memories. And of course, excuse me, it was always watermelon. And I'll tell you what, folks, there was one family reunion. They had a lot of watermelons out there, and us kids, we gorged ourselves on that stuff. And there's no bathroom in the house. It's a Johnny house toilet, outside toilet. And there was two or three of us. We ate so much watermelon, we had to run that night. I can't remember a whole lot about it except I had to run. And my grandmama was upset. I mean, she was really upset because us kids, we was going all over the place. I remember that. That was some good watermelon. That was good watermelon. Hey, our family reunion was always on Labor Day weekend. Well, ever since I think it was 1936, that Granddad and Grandmama started having that reunion on Labor Day, and they had 10 children, so it was a crowd, and they all had kids. It was a crowd, and that family reunion. We had it every year since 1936, except for this past Labor Day. We didn't have it because of the COVID thing. So I don't know if it'll ever get started back up. But hey, America, we just had, okay, Dutch version of Santa Claus. Okay. I guess it is midnight for you, Manuel. I guess it is. But I done forgot where I was at. I guess I was getting ready to sign off. It's been an hour. So I'll try not to bore you. And, guys, I appreciate all of you. I'm still thinking about that woman peeing for me. I can't. I'm gonna have to ask my sister about that. I hadn't seen her. I hadn't seen her in a year, over a year, and she only lives. She only lives about 20 miles from me. But not a close family like we should be. And I just quit going over there because it was a one-way street and it should be two ways. And, so I'm closer to my subscribers than I am my own sister. My only other brothers, one's in Virginia, one's in North Carolina. I got a half brother in Mainz, Germany, and I got another brother. He's a half brother, and I don't know where he's at. He's got a bunch of kids, and he's not paying child support. So I don't know about that. And that was the youngest brother. Now I've got a half sister. Well, I'll deal with this half sister on one of my videos. I'll talk about that. I'm in contact with her. She lives in Asheville, North Carolina. Okay, guys, I'm going to get all out of here. And I love you all. And remember what I said. If you want to have a one-on-one private live stream with me, just let me know. Send me some information about when you want to do it. And yeah, you can watch that last video, Crazy Family. I mean, it's unreal. The stuff that I think they said that was one of the biggest hauls they ever made. Oh, I'll think about that, Cindy. Jay, if you're coming in here and me on live, you need to put something on besides them drawers. One of my lady friends, my it's probably already tomorrow where Manuela's at. Okay, send me an email, junkdobber@gmail.com, if you want to have a private live stream with me. I would love to do it, and it don't matter if it's the middle of the night where I'm at. It don't matter. I'll sit up and we'll do it. All right, I'm getting out of here, guys. I hate to cut it. Well, I'm not really cutting it short. About an hour is what I shoot for. But I got some good videos coming up. Something I've been working on. Good night, all.